Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Summertime Tarot. For those of you who don't know, my name is Summer and this here is a couples love reading for Sun, Moon, Rising sign Sagittarius. All right, so we're just going to take a look at what's going on with you, your boo thing, any messages, advice that want to come through for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on here. So we have here dragons, slay them all, lighthouse, don't doubt your worth, castle, it's time for healing, not war, and throne, your potential is endless, with sundress, do it for you. Bottom of the deck we have nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Okay, so with the dragon showing up here, you guys may have like been experiencing maybe like some conflict in the relationship, maybe some things going awry here. But I feel like here, like you're very much focused right now on rebuilding, right? But especially with the nostalgia coming up here, you guys may be focusing on like past issues, past dilemmas. And I feel like it's, you know, kind of time for you to really focus on what it is that you really want in the relationship, what it is that, you know, your heart is kind of calling you to do. Let's get some more info here. Yeah. So you guys may like I'm laughing because of and the way the guys are kind of showing up here in this here deck. So, you know, your partner may have done you wrong or done something in the past here. Could have possibly stepped out on the relationship. We have here, yeah. They may have just been like very focused on themselves, not like putting enough attention into the relationship, and like you kind of had it up to here, like you kind of got tired of it. And now you're very much in a space where you're focused on yourself. Getting back to what you want, what feels right for you, right? Yeah. And I feel like here, right, like a Ratatouille, like your partner may be like very much like they don't know what to do, because I feel like, you know, there has been like a change within you where you're not like putting up with the same things that you put up with before, and you're like very much like focused on, you know, what you want and stating, you know, like we're not going to be doing this craziness anymore. But let's see. Let's get into your spread. Okay, so bottom of the deck we have the Lovers here. Yeah, so I really feel like it's very much, this is you kind of really wanting to get back to, I feel, you know, what makes you feel good, what makes you happy. Right? I feel like there is like a desire to kind of get things going in the right direction within the relationship. But I feel like it's very much like almost kind of like you wanting to take control, you wanting to make sure that you get what it is that you want, and it's not so much focused on like your partner and their needs. You know, I feel like here in the past we have here the Four of Coins, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So I kind of feel like there may have been, yeah, with this Four of Coins, where your partner was very focused. It could have been like they were focused on work, or just really just focusing on, you know, what they want and not thinking about, you know, how things affect you. And I feel like you kind of put up with this for a while, but you kind of got to a space where it was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of kind of like holding my tongue or not kind of voicing my concerns, not, you know, my needs not getting met. And so here in the present, we have the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Empress. Yeah. I feel like, you know, you're kind of very much moving towards like really wanting to kind of have your partner to give more to you, to focus more on you and your needs. I feel like in the past you may have been very much focused on what your partner wants, giving to them, nurturing them, loving on them. But I kind of feel like that kind of left you in a space where, you know, you and your needs weren't getting met. And so here in the future we have here the Chariot, the Five of Coins, and the Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is very much a shift. I feel like a change in the way that you guys are kind of interacting with each other when it comes to kind of like emotional needs. And also I feel with this Four of Fives, like not the Four of Fives, what? The four the Five of Coins, right? I feel like there may have been very much, you know, like a shake-up, a change, right? With the Castle showing up here, you know, it's time for healing, not war. There may have been a lot of kind of fights, or just almost just kind of like a tumultuous energy in order to kind of get things changing, right? There may have been with the Two of Swords, there may have been, you know, like some silent treatment, or very kind of like blockading, kind of disconnecting, right, in order to kind of really kind of get your point across. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. Right, you may have kind of been holding things back, right, holding your feelings back in order to kind of keep things moving in the right direction. But I feel like you're kind of tired of that, and you may have said something here with the Eight of Wands, right, kind of communicating your emotions, communicating your feelings, your needs. You know, I feel like it was kind of you kind of saying like, hey, you know, I'm not getting what I want out of this, and this isn't working. We need to change some things, right? But I feel like it was kind of necessary to kind of get things right, with the Chariot showing up here, get things back on track, right? But I feel like you may be worried here with the Five of Cups, the Five of Coins, like maybe things will kind of go back to how they were, right? I feel like it's kind of like not wanting to feel kind of alone or kind of like dismissed anymore. But let's clarify some things. Let's look here at this Four of Coins. Okay. So we have here the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups showing up here again. Behind that, we have the Chariot, the Moon. So some of you may have been like kind of suspicious of your partner with the High Priestess coming up here. But for the most part, I kind of feel like, you know, you just may have been like kind of holding your feelings back, maybe even repressing them, not letting on just kind of how I feel like dissatisfied you were kind of emotionally in the relationship. You may have been feeling like your partner, with the King of Cups showing up here, right, was very kind of inattentive, I feel, to kind of your needs, your feelings, your emotions, and very focused on, I feel, almost kind of with the Ten of Cups and the four of coins, almost like may have been very focused on like appearances, how things appeared from the outside looking in, and not very focused on I feel like the true connection between the two of you, right? And I feel like you kind of got to a point where like you didn't want to do that anymore. Right? As I was saying, some of you may have been kind of suspicious, maybe even questioning whether or not your partner was kind of giving his love to other people and kind of keeping you kind of holed up in a way. Let's look here at this Nine of Wands. Okay, yeah, I do kind of feel like some of you, you know, were questioning whether or not, you know, they had maybe like a person on the side, a secret lover, whether or not they were giving their affections, their attention to other people, right? Have the lover showing up here. Yeah. That's for some of you guys here, right? If that resonates, it resonates. But like, I'm not telling you that, you know, your person is cheating. It's kind of like up to you if this, you know, if that resonates in that way. But let's see here. Clarifying the Two of Swords. We have the Four of Wands, the Tower, the Two of Swords, and the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so for some of you, it may have been revealed that, you know, just with this Tower, like something came in that kind of shook the relationship, shook the foundation that I feel like you guys weren't paying attention to, or at least, you know, maybe your partner wasn't aware of it. Like they may not have been aware of, you know, how you were feeling or what was going on within you, how you were feeling like your needs weren't being met while they were off running, doing whatever it is they were doing, be it work or maybe even, you know, for some of you, you may have been questioning whether or not they had another relationship on the side. But I feel like it came to a head, and it was like something changed. I feel almost within you, or it could have been you within your partner, where it was like you didn't want to kind of do this anymore. You wanted to change things. You wanted things to shift. You needed things to end when it comes to how they were in the relationship. But let's look here at this Eight of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there was communication here about, you know, how you kind of want things to kind of get back to how they were. I feel like at the beginning of the relationship, I feel like, you know, you guys went through with this Ten of Swords, maybe like a rough patch where things kind of felt, you know, like stale or just, you know, not what they were. And I feel like, you know, you kind of shifted, you changed. You may have been kind of repressing your feelings, maybe using some kind of self-medication, be it food, exercise, whatever it may have been. I feel, to kind of repress your feelings, to repress your emotions. But you kind of got to a point where it wasn't working anymore. And I feel like you kind of may have, you know, we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. So you may have, you know, kind of expressed your feelings here. You couldn't push them off anymore. But let's look here at the King of Cups. Yeah, you guys may have had like a heart-to-heart here, where you kind of, you know, bared all. You kind of were kind of vulnerable. You kind of spoke your truth. You kind of let how you were feeling be known, or at least, you know, that's kind of the place that you're moving towards, where it's like you can no longer kind of hold back your feelings. You have to express them. You have to express that, you know, your needs aren't getting met here. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you're in a space right now where you're kind of working on being more expressive, being more vocal. I'm sorry. You're working on being more expressive, more vocal about like your needs, about what you want. I feel like in the past you may have been, you know, very much held your longings, your needs to yourself. But like I feel like you kind of got to a point where you were tired of that, and it was like, no, like you may have been in a space where you may have wanted like your partner to read your mind, to know what it is that you need, to know what it is that you want, without having to say it. And I feel like you're kind of like, okay, this isn't working. I need to try something new. Yeah, I can't kind of like hold on to these feelings anymore. I have to express them. I have to, you know, be out and in the open with them. But, you know, I kind of feel like for some of you, you know, if you are like in a space where you may have questioned whether or not your partner was, you know, had like a secret relationship, right? If you did find that out, I feel like this is you kind of moving towards a space where it's like, okay, let me focus on me, you know, and figure out what it is that I want to do going forward, right? You know, you may need your space, you may need your time to kind of figure out, you know, what you want to do. If you want to work on it, if you want to work on the relationship, right? But if we look at the Queen of Wands, right, she's looking towards this Page of Pentacles, right? So if that is your story, I feel like you may be kind of hesitant to kind of work on things. You may be like thinking about a new start elsewhere, being solo, for some of you. But let's look here at the Chariot. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is you very much kind of figuring out what it is that you want to do. What your heart is saying, right? For some of you, you may be in a space where, like, you know, I keep going back to this secret relationship, but it's very like, it's showing itself here. But I feel like if that is your story, you may be kind of, like I was saying, very hesitant to kind of jump back into the relationship. You may be, you know, kind of need your space to heal, to process, to figure out, you know, what your truth is. I feel like whether or not you feel like this relationship can be fixed, can be worked on, right? Be it, you know, secret relationship or not. You may be feeling like you're not getting what it is that you want. You're not getting like this dream, this desire that you had for the relationship, and it's a need for you to kind of refocus, to figure out, you know, can it be worked on, or do I need to go elsewhere, right? Let's look at this 5 of Coins. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Yeah. I feel like some of you here, bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Yeah, it's going to be like a decision. You're going to have to make a decision whether or not you want to reconnect, or whether or not you want to kind of focus on just you and yourself. But I feel like going forward, it's going to be important, no matter whatever decision you make, that you make sure that it is in alignment with your heart, with what it is that you really want for yourself, with what feeds you, with what builds you up, with what nurtures you, right? If you feel like you're not getting that from this relationship, it may be time for you to figure out, you know, can we work on it? Or do I kind of need to kind of let this go and move in a new direction? Okay, yeah, with the Five of Cups showing up here, this may be, you know, you may be in a space for a little bit where you're kind of, you know, kind of sad, feeling like, I don't know which direction to go or what I want to do. Right, but with the Fool showing up, there is like this opportunity, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool here. This opportunity to move in a new direction, you know, be it within this relationship, right, to make a change for the better, or, you know, outside of, kind of leaving this relationship behind. But that's kind of up for you to decide, right? But whatever decision that it is that you want to make sure that you do it for you, right? We have the Sundress, that you're not like kind of trying to make anyone else happy, right? Because I feel like you may have the tendency to do that with the Emperor showing up here. You may be very focused on your partner, what your partner wants, or what other people think, or whatever it may be. And it's time for you to kind of get back to focusing on what you want, what makes you happy, right? And making decisions based off of that, not based off of other people's needs and other people's desires, okay? Or other people's ideas, whatever it is. All right? But let's get here. Let's see what the ancestors got to say. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Hold on, you guys. So, all right. Okay. All right. Okay. So, with the High Priestess here, I feel like, you know, it's time for your ancestors are saying here, it's time for you to really listen to your intuition here. I feel like with the Moon here, right, there may be some emotions that are clouding your judgment, that are making it hard for you to see whether or not this relationship is good for you, right? With the Devil showing up, I feel like this relationship may be, you know, kind of toxic, right? There may be some addictions or some I feel like with the Page of Water here, I feel like there may be like some codependency here. And you may be very much like emotionally attached to this person and wanting to kind of give and give and give to the relationship. But I feel like with the Ten of Wealth, the Ten of Pentacles here in reverse, I feel like this relationship isn't giving to you as much as you are giving to it. And it may be time for you to really sit down and really, you know, have a heart-to-heart with yourself, with your higher self, with the divine, and to really kind of listen to your own kind of inner guidance about what, you know, whether or not this relationship is really good for you, right? With the six of Swords and the Eight of Cups showing up here, you know, wait, no, this is Justice. Yeah, it's your decision. It's your decision where this goes. But just make sure that you're listening to your intuition, and that you're not kind of, I feel, kind of feeding into, I feel, codependency or kind of emotionally toxic, I feel, relationship cycles. But that you're, you know, if you do want to kind of make this relationship work, you know, it may be time for you to kind of adjust, right? To adjust the way that you're going about it, right? It may be time, right, with the Six of Swords, for some space for the both of you to kind of recollect and figure out, you know, what it is you guys want to do going forward, right? But, you know, make sure that you're listening to your intuition and that you're not allowing your emotions to kind of fuel your decisions, okay? But let's get some advice for you. Right? That could even be, you know, with, you know, if you are suspicious of your partner, right? Make sure that that it's not like your emotions or that your fears that are coming up, but that you're actually, you know, listening to your intuition, that you're looking at the signs, right? If you are seeing signs, right, that your partner may be doing something wrong or that they're just not attentive to your needs, you know, make sure that you're paying attention to them and that you're not kind of just brushing them off, okay? And that you're, you know, I feel like with this Queen of Wands, that you're expressing your needs, expressing what it is that you need to feel, I feel, secure within this relationship and happy, you know. Let's get you some advice here. So we have strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence and conviction and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, and we're always with you. All right. And then we have a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. And then we have gratitude. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. And on the bottom of the deck, we have here soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. Yeah, I feel like you may have been like very much focused on like, you know, I feel like, you know, we have the Empress here and the mother's love of very much giving to people. And it's time for you to kind of start giving to yourself, start focusing on yourself and accepting love, right? If there's something that you need, make sure that you're voicing it, right? I feel like with soul solitude, for some of you, you may not even know what it is that you need or what it is you feel you may be lacking. And it's time for you to kind of connect with yourself to figure out what that may be. And stop kind of holding it back and kind of, I feel like, repressing your feelings, but letting them come up in whatever way that they do, right? Just make sure, you know, that it's in a healthy manner, you know what I mean? Right? Look at this. I didn't even see this. The 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's time for you to really focus on yourself, man. Right? It could be, you know, for some of you, it may be a good idea to maybe connect with your mom, maybe talk to her, right? Or just someone who has like motherly energy, right? That could be a friend, a family member, a counselor, to really, I feel like, work through any emotions and feelings that you have that you know, may have been pushing down or not listening to. Okay, but let's close this out with a postcard from Spirit. So what's the final message here for Sagittarius? Excuse me. Okay, you got 2. All right. So we have here, dear you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance, take a step back, and do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity, which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now. You will be glad you did. Love you. All right. And even though, well, dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune into what others can't hear. You have so many dreams to share. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm. Loving you always. All right. But that's all I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.